Question: if you could do it all over again, what would you do differently or better? That's a hard question, and we've really just been sitting here talking about it, wondering, well, what would you do differently? What would you do better? Obviously, we've learned so much, and so we both kind of say, well, I wouldn't change anything because that's how you learn, that's how you grow. It's those experiences that bring the growth, and you go out, you see things differently, you do things differently. So we obviously made modifications to the truck and built the camper. We made adjustments along the way of trying to stop earlier in the evening with the kids. We've really slowed down. Where we were humming at first. I think one of my big regrets is I really wanted to see British Columbia, but it was so cold when we were going through there. We were just heading south as fast as we could. So I'd like to see that, but there's not much that I would change. We've learned a ton, and we've made adjustments that we're going to change now as we continue the trip. But everything's worked out so great. We felt so guided and led. Even the things that kind of go wrong, you end up seeing, well, man, that worked out perfectly because we met so-and-so, went here and saw this, and it's just been an awesome experience.
Yeah, I think it's hard to say, what would you do differently if you started over, because just doing things the way we did, I mean, there's so many variables. You could say, well, we could have waited until we had this, or until we did that, or until we had, whatever, this much, or all of these things, but yet doing it the way we did has made the trip what it is, and it's made it awesome, and yeah, doing it the way we've done it has also helped us to learn all of these things that we've learned. And yeah, I think ultimately it's affected how we will do things from here on out. It's changed that, but I don't think we could go back and redo it and do it any different than what we've done.
Yeah, you just learn so much. So my advice for that is just go for it. It's like adding steroids to your growth. I mean, you're just gonna learn so much. You just go. You get on the road and you start learning. And man, the growth and education is phenomenal. So just go for it. Just be excited and bold, and you're gonna learn so much. I'm a much better mechanic now. But there's no other way to do it.
I totally agree. I also think that, preparing yourself, I guess for me there is one thing, and that's preparing yourself to realize that you're going to have to learn this new way of living. You're going to have to learn to transition. So if you're transitioning from doing something, living a normal life or whatever, and going to do some type of adventure, you do need to learn how that's going to work for your family. What does it look like? What are you going to do? What's your routines going to be? And just because you have this transition period where it's kind of crazy for a while doesn't mean that you shouldn't be doing it or that you made a wrong choice. It means that you need to learn some new skills. How are you going to put all these puzzle pieces together? How are you going to make this work? How are you going to do mealtime? How are you going to do bedtime? It doesn't mean that, oh man, this isn't working for our family because the kids are crazy and they're not sleeping and whatever. It just means you need to figure it out. It's a puzzle you've got to solve. So I would say that's the one thing, if I could do it over, I would want to have that realization of there's going to be this transition period. Don't worry about it, just work through it and you'll be fine.